Now, if you own the Samsung Galaxy A13, should you upgrade to the Galaxy A14? Or if you are interested to buy affordable Samsung phone and you are between the Galaxy A13, which is cheaper in the price, around $50, than the Samsung Galaxy A14, then you should know the difference. In this video, we're going to highlight the main key difference between the Galaxy A13 and the 14. Hopefully, this will help you to take the right decision when you decide to buy any one of those two phones. This is Variety Stick. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up and let's find out. First, let's kick off with the design and build construction. For those Samsung phones, affordable or budget phones, you guys not gonna expect anything premium for the build construction. Both phones are made out of plastic and it doesn't have that premium look when you have the phone in your hands. They look okay in my opinion, especially with the Galaxy A13, which is, I believe, the design has been made a lot much better than the A14 for many reasons. The bezel for the screen is thinner than the 14. The A14 has more thickness than the A13. General look for both phones, in my opinion, the 14 is not my type of phone. I don't like the way this phone look. I would prefer the Samsung Galaxy A13 as design, build construction, and the look. Now, speaking of the display in both phones, the Samsung Galaxy A14 will take the lead here for many reasons. Now, the Galaxy A13 has 6.5-inch display. This is TFT PLS, it's not IPS LCD, so you guys gonna expect lower quality for the display. And also the amount of PPI, 270, comparing with the Galaxy A13 has 400 for the PPI and has more resolution with 1080 full high definition IPS LCD. So generally speaking, the display wins in the Galaxy A14 than the 13. One of the differences between those two phones, operating system. At the time of recording the video, Galaxy A13 has Android 12, while the Samsung Galaxy A14 has the Android 13, which is upgraded version, and it has some security enhancements. And also the custom UI from Samsung, we have One UI version 5, while the 13 has One UI version 4.1. So the software goes also for the Galaxy 14. It doesn't mean the Galaxy 13 it won't receive update. For the current time, the phone is not upgraded with the latest operating system. Now, for the main hardware for both phones, you guys not gonna expect any much difference, at least for the variant I have here. The A13 has the same exact chipset as the Galaxy A14, so we have MediaTek processor 6833 for both, 64 GB for internal storage, and we have 4 GB of RAM also for both phones. To show the key difference between both phones as performance, maybe the best thing, we can run a speed test, open some games and application and a benchmark, so that way we can show you the difference or show you that the performance are the same thing on these two phones. Now, I have already killed every application on the background. We're gonna start fresh and we're gonna open games and apps and check to see which phone's gonna run those games faster. Starting with Subway Surfers. Open at the same time on both phones. And I have noticed that the Galaxy A13 load the game faster than the 14. Now let's go ahead and open a heavier game like Asphalt 9. Now in Asphalt 9, I have noticed that this Galaxy A14 loaded the game faster, and this is different due to the operating system. As I said, this is still under Android 12 and the A14 under Android 13. So some enhancement on the software, but we have the same exact hardware. The last test I'm gonna run the Geekbench Mark just to see if we're gonna get the same results both phone, or one phone is gonna give us higher result than the other. Now, as we have noticed, the Galaxy A13 finished faster than the A14, but if we look to the score, the single core 526 on the A14, while the 13 444, but multi-core, huge difference, 1671 to 1067. So I'm not quite sure, since both use the same processor, or maybe MediaTek they upgraded the processor when they manufacture the Galaxy A14, but as you guys saw, even with the games performance, we did not see any difference, only on the Geekbench score here. Guys, let me know in the comment below what do you think about that massive difference in the Geekbench score on the same exact chipset. We saw some improvements on the performance on the 14. I'm not quite sure why, even we have the same chipset. Maybe because the Samsung A13 still has Samsung UI 4.1, while the 14 has the 5 and has Android 13 compared to 12. That could be the problem. Or maybe Samsung, they're trying to push update to the newer phones to make them slow compared with the newer phone. That could be also possible. Let me know what you guys think in the comment below. Now for the battery, both have 5000 milliamp hour battery. I don't think so we have advantage one over another. They use the same watt for charging, so 15 watt for both. So I don't think so the battery make the difference here in this comparison. Now last will be the camera. I'm not gonna focus much, but the triple camera on the back, the same exact camera. I have tested both, and you guys can check also my full review for each phone. I posted samples. I didn't see any difference. 50 with 3 camera on the back, both phones. The only difference will be the front-facing camera on the 14, 13 compared to 5 megapixel for the Samsung Galaxy A13, which is, I believe, the megapixel doesn't give you better quality image for pictures. It doesn't mean enhancement for the front-facing camera. After testing both, I didn't see much difference for the A13 or the 14. Now the question, should you upgrade from the 13 to the 14? I would say no. If you're willing to buy any one of those phones brand new, you consider the screen quality, you consider that the phone receive updates, Android 13, custom Samsung UI, more upgraded than 13, that's something maybe you can consider. Other than that, I see the 13 has nicer look design than the 14, not much difference in performance, even that we saw the Geekbench score was going to the Galaxy A14. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Leave this in the comment below. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe for more. As always, we'll talk to you in the next video.